Alright, here we are with some Street Fighter 6. It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been pretty busy. It is what it is. Not a lot of time to record stuff. But we got some BISON. We got some BISON. And you know, funny enough, I originally, a few days ago, not even a few days ago, like a week ago, I recorded a BISON video. And pretty much the whole video was just me trashing BISON because he's very different and he feels very awkward to use. But I ended up never uploading that video because literally just a day later I just started to grind with BISON and I realized, you know what, he's actually pretty fun. So I didn't want to upload that video because it doesn't really accurately portray how I feel about him anymore. First impressions were definitely rough, but I've just been so busy that I just didn't have enough time to play a lot, and that really messed up my first impressions of BISON. So I got, like, okay, he's very good. I would even argue he's broken, but he's not a character that I'm going to get to master. He's not a character that I'm very much interested in grinding. He is fun. He's broken, I would say. But look, here's the deal. Here's the deal, alright? You could not pay me to play a character with no reversal in Street Fighter 6. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. If you have no reversal, I'm not using you. Simply put. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. Playing this game with no reversal is like, I don't even know. I don't even know. It's like walking through the beaches of Normandy, but you're fully aware of what's going to happen, and you're just doing it for fun. That's what it feels like. I don't care how broken a character is. I'm not playing a character with no reversal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because in Street Fighter 6, you could be playing the greatest character ever devised by human beings, but the moment you start getting attacked, it's gonna feel like you're using, it's gonna feel like you're using paper. Like, it doesn't matter how good a character is in Street Fighter 6, if they have no reversal, the moment they have to block, they just die. They just explode and die. It's definitely one of the faults of Street Fighter 6, I would say, because the way Street Fighter 6 works, there is a lot of gaps in people's offense, and the only way to abuse those gaps is to have a reversal. And when you don't have a reversal, you're literally going to get hit by block strings that would just not work on 90% of the roster, because 90% of the roster has a reversal. So that's like the downside of not having a reversal in Street Fighter 6. Because of the way the game works and frame data and block strings, there are a lot of gaps that are just not real. And the only way to challenge those gaps is to have a reversal. And if you don't have a reversal, the game just says, well, you might as well go jump into a ditch somewhere, because there's no way to beat a block string that's not true unless you have a reversal. Obviously you could super, but then that's just like, why? Why am I like... So yeah, BISON is... I would also say BISON is very top tier. He's very good. He's very broken. But it's just... no reversal in Street Fighter 6 is just not very fun, because everything just falls apart. It really does. Maybe that'll change in the future, the way they handle that. But it's one of the faults of Street Fighter 6, I would say, is the way that reversals work, because the whole game revolves around reversals and gaps and block strings. It's just, I'm not the biggest fan of that. So it really does suck that I actually like playing BISON, but it's just that I'm not playing a character with no reversals. I'm sorry. But yeah, very fun character. I'm not disappointed at all in him. Because here's the deal. You can't make a fighting game, especially Street Fighter 6, and every single character in the game gets a reversal. You just can't do that, right? So I'm not expecting that to happen. I wasn't expecting every single character to get a reversal. But, unfortunately, the game just becomes very annoying when you don't have a reversal. So, that's the way it is. I do like the character. I love his design. I love everything they did with him. It's just that I'm not a fan of his reversal. I also severely dislike what they are doing with his story mode. If you don't know, if you weren't paying attention to his story mode, essentially his story mode is hinting that we're going to get Vega and Balrog. And possibly Sagat. So obviously, that is quite possibly the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't understand what the point of bringing back Gil was, if he was not going to have any part in the Street Fighter 6 story. I understand that, you know, Street Fighter 3 happens, Gil's like defeated or whatever. I don't know if they kill Gil, Mars, but yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get the story with Street Fighter. As I've said many times on this channel, I'm a massive Street Fighter 2 hater. I don't like the roster. I've said it 1,000 times on this channel, I'm going to say it again. I think Dalsim, I think Honda, I think Blanca, I think they were all waste of character slots. And I'm willing to admit that I'm a hypocrite because guess what? I'm actually a Bison fan. I was excited when they announced Bison. So I understand that I'm actually a hypocrite in that aspect. However, the Bison storyline is severely hinting that they're going to add Vega, Balrog, and Sagat. And that is just unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Because there's not a single Street Fighter 3 character in this game, and there's not a single Street Fighter Alpha character in this game. So, you know, again, I'm very vocal about my hate for Street Fighter 2 characters. I think they're overused, and I think that the only interesting Street Fighter 2 characters are not used enough. For example, Fei Long and DJ. I am thankful that DJ is in this game, because he's underused in my opinion. But also, I think Fei Long is very underused, and he's not in this game. But instead, we're going to add Blanca, Honda, for some reason. No one actually likes those characters. We're going to add Dalsim for some reason. Then we're going to add Bison again. Even though I like Bison, I understand it's like, okay, we're leaning to... This game had too many Street Fighter 2 characters at launch. Like, it had too many. And it's adding a bunch more. So... Or hinting at adding a bunch more. So I'm not very happy about that. I'm actually very disappointed because I'm sick of the Street Fighter 2 characters. We have to move away from that. We have to focus on Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter Alpha. So yeah, I really like Bison in this game. I just don't like characters that don't have a reversal, so it's hard for me to stick with him. Overall, I'm super happy with this season so far because obviously the characters in this season are really hype. It's just that I'm scared for the future of this game because Bison is severely hinting at them adding 2 to 3 more Street Fighter 2 characters when I already thought that we had too many from, you know, the launch of this game. Anyways, you know, like, sub, let me know how you feel about Bison. Let me know if you are excited that they're adding more Street Fighter 2 characters. I personally am not. I know a lot of people aren't, but I'm sure that there are people that are excited for that. So, yeah. Overall, super cool character. I'm happy with what they did, but slightly nervous about the future. Peace.